right, we're gonna take this ugly porch bug light into something fabulous for your back porch. This fancy fan. Let's see how it was done. The first steps, of course, are taking it out of the box. I like to take all of my things out one at a time so I can make sure all the parts are there that should be there, because there is that occasion where a piece is missing from the factory or from the company you got it from. These two huge mounting screws are very important. You want to make sure that your box is already on a stud because these fans are very heavy. So looking at the fan in the box, a lot of the pieces are there already. Once you mount it with those screws that came with the box and should already be present, if not, you need to get your own. So now for the next part, we're gonna feed these wires through the neck, and you may have a longer neck depending on how low or how high your ceiling is or how long you want it to be. And I've shown in other videos more details, but you're gonna feed it through in a way that doesn't interfere with the securing methods. So there is a bar that goes down and also screws, and they all need to be fitted accordingly. The best thing I can tell you is the instructions that come with it are going to be important here, because you do not want this falling out of the ceiling on you, especially when you're dealing with a heavy fan like this. You want to make sure it's locked tight and ready to go. So once you have that assembled, that's basically the center part and bar that already came together with the wires going through it. You're going to hang it in the mount that comes with it, and the wires will be there. We'll come back to attaching those a little bit later. Now we're going to go to the blades. And the blade assembly is very simple. It comes with the appropriate screws. You're going to attach those blades first to the bracket that then attaches to each one of those extended arms, because those are going to be what's going to give you ventilation, of course. It's a very simple assembly. I would have to say that each one of these is very light. I was very impressed. This is an outdoor rated fan, which is awesome. Too many times people just get any fan and put it up there. This has got plastic blades. That's going to prevent moisture from causing the blades to droop. Have you ever seen those that look like wilted flowers? Well, it's because you're using an indoor rated fan for outdoor application, and it's going to show the wear sooner than later, especially if you're in Florida or another humid area. So once again, for this fan, I'm following all the instructions because it's my first time putting together one like this, but it's basically the same. You want to attach the blades to the mount on each side, and I went ahead and did that on each side the same before I attached the wires, just to prevent any accidental energizing of the fan while I'm working on it. So that was the last part I did, attaching the wires. You know, blue is, well, you know what, I don't want to give any rules on that because it just depends on your wiring assembly. Read the directions. If you have a separate switch for each one, make sure you line it up. When you're clicking these two together too, to the motor mount, make sure that you line up the colors appropriately. You'll see there purple to white. However yours is, make sure they match, or the fan will not work the way it should. The speeds won't work correctly, the light may not work correctly. So once you have that done, then you do the light mount, put the bulbs in, and now you're going to get ready to test it, and hopefully it works. Once again, always consult instructions for your specific fan because every model is just a little bit different, but this is just giving you a basic idea of how this assembly goes. I recommend you have somebody with you, especially if this is your first time, because it's rather heavy. So if you did miss any steps, you don't want it to come crashing down on you, which you don't want the fan to crash down, but especially you don't want to get injured. Be careful and enjoy that air. Make sure to see the other two videos that I've attached of other fan assemblies that may give you more details that I may not have included in this, because this is my third fan video.